Welcome to Redacted, a podcast about video games and video game related things. I'm Shawn, and with me is EJ.
Hello again.
Tim.
Yo, yo, yo.
Robi.
Yo.
And Lucci from down south.
Hey.
We'll start tonight like we probably will always have done.
We did do that one time.
We did do the one time. This is episode 2 with the upcoming week's video game releases. This will be for November 25th, so Tuesday, November 25th. We've got our Persona Q 3 different times. It's Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth for the 3DS, 2 different editions of that. And in addition for the Nintendo 3D SXL.
It's a lot of letters.
Tricky.
It's all Nintendo and it's all crap.
Oh, man.
Don't be dissing on Persona like that. It's probably like 480.
Or Nintendo's handhelds.
We also have the Penguins of Madagascar for the Wii U and the 3DS, and then Geometry Wars 3 for the PS4 and the PS3.
They're still making those?
No, we finally get
at least 3 of them.
Geometry Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's literally it. That's all there is for this coming week. Nothing good.
Jesus. Last week was everything, and then I think... Does anything come out next week?
I think they put their
December 2nd?
I think it's nothing for the rest of the month.
Crew and Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's really about it. That's all I'm getting.
Oh, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
2.5,
Yeah.
the HD remix.
XRD's coming out at some point soon.
Do we have a date?
Guilty Gear. I'll actually look that up.
December 16th.
Ignore the typing.
The holidays are coming up, so we're going to all go over our gaming and tech-related holiday wish lists, or at least excerpts from. So, get out your note and pad because you might not know some of the stuff is coming out, and you might want to get it.
And if it's for us, just look us up on Amazon.
We all have wish lists. Find them. I'll link them.
Most of them are
I
expensive.
think mine's like 5 years old. I haven't touched it fucking
Yeah, I
forever.
gotta update that.
Yeah.
Do it quick because this is going out Monday. So I'll go first when on the tech end of things. There is a peripheral I would like to pick up. The Logitech G27 racing wheel. It is a racing wheel with a full set of
Pedals?
pedals. Yeah, well, it's all 3 pedals. It's actually
Words.
got a clutch. It's got
really?
It's got a clutch. It's got a proper gearbox.
Does the clutch actually do things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, if I remember correctly, it's one of those. It's got multiple levels to the.
Okay, so it's a full like
The resistance?
Yeah, the full resistance, exactly. But it's a $300 peripheral, and I'll tell you exactly why I want to get it. Euro Truck Simulator 2, because
God damn.
it's Lucci is just face palming right now. It is hilarious.
I can't. Continue with your list.
He can't even.
Lucci, there's a multiplayer for Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Let's play. We're doing a Let's Play in it.
We should.
God, no.
Lynch, what do you got?
I got nothing. I haven't really researched anything of like what I would want this year, other than like
What do you want now that you're not going to have by next month?
a $90 PS4.
Done.
$9.90.
Dear Walmart.
Too late.
Yeah.
So a time machine.
But other than a couple PC things, I'd like to build a new PC at some point. So I do
You
want.
were talking about a couple of specific SLI video cards.
I want a 3-way. I don't know. I don't even know if you can 3-way Titans in the NVIDIA Titans.
Oh, the NVIDIA Titans.
Yeah.
I know you can SLI 2 of them.
Yeah, you can SLI 2 of them together.
Can you find a board with 3? What's that? That's
He'll make one.
PCI. What's that? 32.
What? I forget. I think there's 32s.
Micro Center. They'll have it.
Yeah, but they're like $400 each. I'm sure.
They'll have it.
But yeah, I'd like to do that. But other than that, that's about all I have a wish list for. Other than some new power tools, but
I mean, you can go over components, any of the games for it once you build it, unless you have all those games.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Farmville. Hey, I want Farmville.
You build
I need,
$2,000 rig for
I'd like to
Facebook.
own Zynga.
Minecraft. I need to play some Minecraft.
I'm going to end up building a personal server again for Minecraft, just for Minecraft. Yeah, because Lucci, you and I played in Galacticraft for a while.
we did.
on the server I had built.
It was good stuff.
There's some new
I like having a personal server.
there's some new adventure mods and stuff that I'll probably end up building. It should be interesting. Again, we can do some more Let's Plays in those.
Yay.
Robbie, what do you have?
No, the short version was the PlayStation TV. Because who doesn't want
I also have the PlayStation TV on my wish list. Mostly because it's nice to be able to set that up in like the bedroom and stream.
Exactly.
That's really the only function on it I want. Well, no, PlayStation Now. I guess PlayStation Now would be nice.
I haven't liked the prices of what I've seen on that so far.
Well, that's just for the beta.
I know, but
well, no,
still.
it's out of beta, isn't it?
No, it's
still in
definitely
beta.
still in beta.
Oh, I thought-
All the prices, those ridiculous ass price points they have in beta, aren't going to stick for Windows.
Oh, okay,
And
I
those
did
ridiculous
hear
price
about
points
that.
are going to hurt the beta.
They
Very
only
few
put-
people are going to participate.
Well, they only put the price in just to show developers that they can have multi-tiered whatever.
Well, yeah, that was one thing, and they're still trying to figure out exactly how they want to do all the pricing, because if they just left it to the developers, it would get out of hand anyway.
Yeah. Oh, if it was up to developers, it'd be paying full goddamn price.
Yeah, pretty much. EJ, what do you got?
I want the next gen in general.
You mean the current gen?
Yeah, the current gen.
The PS4.
No, PS5. I demand a PS5.
I want the PS7. It's interactive spores that embed directly into your brain.
Oh yeah.
The 8.
The 8.
Remember
Yeah.
the ad for that one?
Windows 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want Windows 8.
I'd prefer not.
I got Windows 10 at work.
No, but like PS4.
PS4,
I've-
yeah.
And I know for the last year I've been waiting to get any kind of game.
I know you're if only for the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5.
Yeah, that's the only reason to own a fucking Xbox right now is those two games.
It's the only reason I own an Xbox.
Sunset Overdrive. Everyone's always
I was
like,
I was excited
pumping
about
that
one.
game's leg, and then it came out. It's like, oh, this is fun for 15 minutes, and then it's the same goddamn thing for 9 hours.
That was on the wish list I have here. Well, it was on there until today.
Yeah.
And I took it off. It's just,
I remember when they showed the trailer for it at E3, and everyone was so excited about it, and I was sitting there, I was like, how do you think this is going to be entertaining beyond 15 minutes? And then I saw gameplay for it, and I was like, oh, I'm right.
Well, you know what it
and
reminds
everyone
me-
else was like, oh, no.
You know what it reminds me of is like Infamous or Infamous 2. A lot of the gameplay is similar to, but way over the top.
It's Jet Set Radio with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought Infamous and Infamous 2 were at least engaging.
They are.
They had a story.
No, they definitely are. Same thing with Second Son.
And they weren't irritatingly self-referential. Like in Sunset Overdrive, like, oh, we're gonna do this because it's a video game, and then like
Yeah.
every 10 goddamn minutes.
That's one thing I did here is that sort of that fourth wall break sort of trope gets real old real quick.
Hammered
Kinda
to
same thing,
shit.
Kind of same thing it did with Deadpool. Deadpool was an interesting, amusing game, but the same jokes every 5 minutes kind of
Oh
just
yeah,
started
like
to
the
pull
off
it down.
the off the hand things.
Yeah.
I still thought the game itself held up.
What, Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still.
I still have to
it's
beat
still-
it, but-
yeah, it's still at least a funny, fun shooter beat 'em up. But
Yeah,
you know.
and it's
I don't know how much-
actually funny when it's like this, like the actual like scenes and whatnot.
yeah, I just don't know how much replayability.
When he repeats the same joke every 5 minutes, that gets annoying. But
yeah, which kind of takes
like the cutscenes
replayability
are
down.
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
No, like that doesn't repeat.
Oh okay.
Yeah, the humor gets kept fresh.
Lucci, what do you have?
I also was thinking about the PS TV, but then I realized I'd have to buy another TV, and then costs just keep piling up there. So I'm really going to go for just, I think, a video capture card and a new HD camera.
Don't get a Blackmagic.
I will probably not be getting a Blackmagic, so
Don't do that.
everybody
Don't
will
get
be
up.
on the same equipment.
Don't get a Hauppauge either.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do that.
yeah. Do yourself a favor,
Oh,
right?
well, whoa! I have like 3 of those back from way back when, and I'll never purchase them.
Well,
I was about to say, do you use them to balance your table?
I have like 2 PCI ones and like 1 USB one.
Wow.
And I can't even tell you like where they physically are at this
The
moment.
USB is actually a USB 1 cable.
It might be,
It weighs 10 pounds and goes 3 feet, and data
Still has
transmit
the
rate's
lead
awful.
warning cable
Yeah.
on it.
but yeah, that's those 3 things are my list for hardware.
okay. Well, we can do games, and I'll probably go back to hardware because I have a fair amount of hardware on my list. But
So-
we can go back and forth. One of the games I'm looking forward for real bad is Evolve for PlayStation 4. The whole 4 versus 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Now I know Tim, you have some concerns with the gameplay.
Yeah, I have huge concerns with the game. Like, they have to add a lot to the game to make it a worthwhile game. Like you guys were saying, where it's going to be fun for about 15 minutes, then you're going to beat the same dead horse for another 15 hours, where it's kill the monster or the monster kills you.
And I think EJ's got a point. It really is going to depend on what game modes they have.
Well, yeah, it's going to depend on what game modes that they can come up with. Because if they don't have anything other than kill the monster, you're going to lose player base real fast.
Left 4 Dead's still been doing pretty good, and that's got this. It's got different like story maps, but it's the same damn thing.
Yeah,
over and over again.
that's that really. There's
And
not,
I think
there's
that's
not
what
a
they're
whole lot
banking
of
on.
game
No.
modes for that. It's really
the
just
same
a lot
thing.
of maps.
It's just 3 different story maps. That's it.
And they're going to have to work on their balancing issues.
Yeah, they are doing that.
Because
Well, that was part of the big. What was the big alpha?
yeah, the
Yeah.
alpha, because they
an
knew that
alpha.
they're going to have to do some balancing, because the tactic was the monster runs away until it hits Evolve 3, and then
Yeah.
once it hits Evolve 3, it wrecks the hunters.
Well, the few Let's Plays that we watched in it was all just like people playing the hunters didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Like,
Yeah, and
you would think that like they would actually just like not just chase the monster, but like try to guess where it might go and actually lay traps.
well, there's that, and it's actually having everybody in the party be a different character,
Yeah, and
you're going to have to.
and I know there are 3 different like unlockable characters for each class, and each character like plays apparently significantly differently.
Well, the other thing
So-
is once you find a decent fire team that's going to work
Yeah.
well with each of those. Another thing with the monster, the Let's Plays I saw didn't have a lot of like lay in wait trap sort of
No.
mechanics for the monster. Or at
No.
least that's not how the
That's not how
person
they
played
played
it.
it,
That's
yeah.
not how they were playing.
Well, they
it.
just want to play the
Now I
monster to
think when
whoop
you're
on
low
everything.
when you're lower level, it would probably make more sense to play as an ambush predator. Pop in, do some
Yeah.
damage, try and take one guy out, pop out.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with if you don't balance the game right. If you pop in and you have somebody who can root or stun or slow the monster just doesn't really get away then, because the monster really isn't fast enough to get away from the hunters.
I think it depends on the monster, because I know there are at least 2 more that they're that
it depends on
weren't
the
shown in the alpha.
It depends on the monster, and it depends on how good the party
Yeah.
is and how well the party sticks together.
Did you guys play the big alpha? Like, I know I
No.
downloaded it and played.
I didn't get a chance to play it, unfortunately.
I just watched a bunch of Let's Plays on it.
I was super hyped to play that game, like with everybody talking about it, and like just the idea of like that Left 4 Dead style. I just really loved, and playing the game, I was left wanting. Like it turned me off of like wanting to buy the game.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play the alpha, and I think it's just I missed it. I just missed the fact that it was out. I would personally hold off and see how, if they come out with a beta and how it is on the beta. That may be one of the games, personally, that I might wait till it comes out and see some reviews and see some Let's Plays and
Yeah.
see what's really offered in the full $60 release. Because like any betas you're in, normally they hold some stuff back. They don't want to.
Well, it's also an alpha, so there's a lot that can help.
Oh, yeah.
back.
That's another thing that bugged me about the big alpha with Evolve, is like it didn't feel like an alpha build. It felt more like a beta build than an alpha build.
It did.
Because
Yeah.
alpha build, you're still trying to hammer out like
Well, I mean-
bugs and like getting.
It might have been the
renders
tail.
in.
It might have been the tail end of the
Well,
alpha.
here's the thing, though. If what you're saying is true, then that's actually a credit to the game. If in alpha it still feels as polished as at least a beta, then hopefully they've got somewhere they're going to go with it.
Yeah,
That'd
they
be
might be
nice.
well in the middle of an internal beta. They just released the last build of the alpha before for the public, just to hold them over, because Evolve was supposed to come out last month. This month.
That's right.
It's supposed to come out in November.
That's right,
Yeah,
they pushed that back. What did they push that back to? Do we recall?
March,
It's like
February,
March, I think.
Yeah,
March.
I think that's right. February, March.
March or April, actually. I think.
Lynch.
Oh, I also really want a Wii U just for Smash Brothers.
That's probably the only reason I'm going to end up owning a
And the Zelda.
Wii U. I've never really been into Zelda.
Star Fox
Okay, yeah, Star Fox.
Star
I
Fox.
would probably that.
and Mario Kart's fun as shit.
Mario Kart.
And that's it.
That 4 games. Like, I don't want to get into a position I did with the Wii, with the original Wii, where, and you remember this. I had like $600 worth of peripherals.
Point at it, Robbie.
I had like,
Audio. This is audio.
I know. I had $600 worth of peripherals, and then E3 2010 came out, and all of their announcements were peripherals. So I'm done. So I sold everything off, and I don't want to get into that again with the Wii U.
About the only thing I enjoyed about the Wii was the Rayman games.
The games that came out, like the shooter, like the track rail shooter games, were kind of fun, and then the party games, and that was like, but it became a thing where we'd only turn the system on, I don't know, once or twice a month. When
Yeah.
we had
Drinking?
drinking. We had 4 or 5
drinking.
people over,
You drink and then you bowl.
pretty much.
Also, also Mario Party just for the drinking.
Yeah.
What's any games coming out that you want other than StarCraft Ghosts?
Well, that's never going to happen. But the Blizzard did announce the Protoss expansion for StarCraft 2.
R.I.P. that game.
No, it's going to come out. It's the Protoss pack for
No, this is what
StarCraft
they
2,
do.
so it will come out.
They announce something and they dangle it in front of you, and then they take it away.
Well, if they don't provide the final installment of StarCraft 2 to us, Korea will revolt, and they'll lose pretty much all of their StarCraft money. Then,
Yeah, but then they save
That's how
money.
that country is sustained right
but
now,
then
right?
then they save money on not maintaining those servers. It's probably about even.
Now, the servers are all in California.
yeah. But other than
They're
like
in a bunker
StarCraft,
in Anaheim.
eventually, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes, that's a game I've recently
looks
just
pretty.
added. I was not really interested in the first 2 Dragon Age games. Inquisition looks really good.
It looks fantastic. From what I've been hearing of people who've gotten it so far, it's probably it is the best.
The biggest game BioWare's ever made.
Yeah, it's the biggest game BioWare's ever made. It's a 90-hour single playthrough.
The average is 90
and that's
hours.
before any of the DLC that they're eventually going
Yeah,
to add.
and they even say for completionists, it's upwards of 300 hours to complete.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't get that one because I've told you before already. I'm a completionist when it comes to games.
And then they have the Mass Effect style
Multiplayer. I
where
saw
it's-
some footage for that. It looks awesome.
Now
Four-player
that's
co-op.
going to be something that
Oh, yeah, we're
that
definitely
we're
playing
all
that.
going to have to get.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. Hopefully next week.
Damn it!
But,
I have avoided Dragon Age.
But I also want a Wii U, and Smash because it's so good.
A Wii and a Wii U?
Just a Wii U.
Oh.
I had the Wii for.
Oh, yeah.
I had the Wii for Brawl, and
he has
that
to
didn't turn out
pee,
very well.
and then he wants a Wii U.
Yeah. But I
Shut up.
Just put one of the Wii U's in the office, so I don't have to buy it.
I just want the Wii U
might.
for Smash. It's so good.
Yeah,
Other
you played that.
games-
You played that last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I played that last night. It was really fun. It's the tightest gameplay of a Smash that I've ever played. It's the most balanced. It's fun.
Now,
It's
the
well
last-
paced.
The last Smash I played was probably on GameCube, or was that the last one?
That was Brawl.
That was Melee.
Or Melee.
Yeah, that was yeah. That
Melee
was
was on the game.
Melee was on the Cube, and until the new Smash, it was the best Smash.
Is the new one just Super Smash Brothers?
Yep.
Do they
Because it's Nintendo. They don't know how to.
Yeah, that's.
They don't
They
know how to
don't-
title games in a series.
They
or
don't
consoles.
know words.
Now is that I heard is that up to 8 players now?
Up to an 8-player Smash.
That's absurd.
Is that local?
Yeah. There's online, but Nintendo's online sucks.
Yeah.
Do you have
What's
the
your friend code? Yeah.
I don't know how the 8-player Smash works because we only played local 3-player last night.
Okay.
But everything felt really good.
And
There-
we saw the adapters because they're out of stock. Or the prices online are
I'm
going.
looking at that right now.
Yeah,
It's
it was
absurd.
like $90.
$80.
Yeah, $80, $90
$89.99
for a $20 adapter.
and as high as like $120 on eBay.
Ridiculous.
Those are so good.
Wonderful.
And they brought back the Cube controllers. And
Did they?
They brought they like put them back into production just for this game, but they had to like make the adapter for it to plug into the Wii U.
Yeah.
And then apparently they decided to undersell the adapters. Georgia is completely sold out,
Georgia,
which is where the inflation is coming from.
Oh, okay. We'll make some more.
Georgia
like-
the state or Georgia the country?
That's a good question.
Georgia, the country, can't afford one, even in 1999.
What's up next on your list, Robbie?
Well,
The
I feel
state.
kind of outdated because the last time I played Smash Brothers was on the 64. And about the only really game I'm looking forward to anytime soon is Get Out of Hell.
Yeah,
'Cause
I don't even know what that is.
Gout of Hell
look it up.
is the next Saints Row game.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know I
Yeah.
love that cheese.
And if I remember correctly, that's only is that no? It's on the PS4. It's $40. It's $60.
Yeah. it's
But on the
PS4 and
PS3, it's like 20 or 30.
I don't know.
I think it is. Yeah, 'cause I was just
I'd get
looking
it
at
on
the
the
pricing.
4.
Yeah, no, I'd get it on the 4 too.
I'd have to get it on the 4.
Is it an
Why wouldn't
expansion
you?
or is it like a middle game?
It was supposed to be a DLC.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
last
that's
two
gonna go as a
that
standalone.
and the last game were both supposed to be DLC for Saints Row 4, Saints Row 3.
Three.
Three.
The third.
It's standalone.
Saints
I'll
Row
be
the third.
damned.
Yeah.
It's probably wasn't like so. I guess it's like Blood Dragon.
No, it's supposed to be a full.
Yeah, in that
a full
it's
game.
so is Blood Dragon. That's
Is it?
that's standalone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so, but it's you don't need. That's going to be the whole game disc. You're not going. It's not.
Oh,
gonna,
shit.
It's not going to be like an add-on because I think even with Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon was just an add-on.
No.
Was
it
that a full disc?
No, it wasn't even. No, they did release it on disc later, but it was a standalone download.
Okay, yeah.
I think they released it on disc eventually.
I don't know.
After they saw how popular it was, they released it on disc. It wasn't planned.
Lucci, anything next on your list?
I'm doing those Black Friday deals. I have.
You're the worst kind of person.
Finally going to pick up Alien Isolation.
Oh, I need that.
I can't.
Now,
wait.
are they still doing the Nostromo pack?
Yeah, they are.
I've
I
heard
need that
that game.
in my life.
The atmosphere is great. The gameplay is good, but it's way too long for a survival horror game.
Yeah.
I heard an average playthrough for that game is 20 hours, and a lot of it's just backtracking.
Well, I want to use the camera features because the stuff I've heard on that is just brilliant. That
Nobody
you can,
wants to look at you.
You can lean out of cover by just moving
sounds
your
like
head
actual
and tilting
work.
back and forth.
Man, push a button. Jesus.
But
That's what Q and E are for.
the audio. If you like something scares you and you scream, it'll alert the alien to your presence and it'll come after you.
Why would you make... no, that's fine. Just don't be a punk bitch when you're playing the game. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You say that when you play it at midnight with all the lights out.
Yeah, because I'd
Alien
fucking
stalking you.
do that. Like, it's like 3 a.m. I'm just like, I am so tired. What am I going to do?
I can't say
I'm going to
anything.
play a survival horror game in the dark.
I can't say anything. I played Eternal Darkness by myself at midnight in an unfamiliar apartment
You're stupid.
during a rainstorm.
Dude, that was like the only way to play Doom.
The closest I ever got to that was I was like 15, and it was like 1 a.m, and I watched Signs. And it's that one scene where it's the one scene. No, shut up. It's the one scene where it's the home video from like South America or something like that, and everything's quiet, and all of a sudden the alien just walks across the goddamn alleyway, and like everyone just flipped the fuck out. I lost my shit.
Look, I love survival horror games.
None of the rest of that movie is scary.
I have started playing Fatal Frame, the original Fatal Frame, 4 times now. I can't get through the first section if I play that by myself. So, but I have friends
Do you need an adult?
That we switch off controllers for survival horror now. We've actually gotten through a few of them, so that is on our list.
Like this guy over here, EJ, couldn't even like watch me play Outlast.
That wasn't me. I watched you play fine. That was Rob.
That definitely would have been Rob.
I couldn't watch Lucci play PT. I could not do it.
He ran outside.
I didn't run. I mean, give me some credit. I didn't run. I'm like,
He just sat in the corner and soiled himself.
I'm gonna go outside and check on the cat.
Oh man, there's a fetus in the fucking sink.
EJ didn't want anything to do with PT either. PT was boring. Nothing.
I wasn't
happened.
there when you played it.
I was.
No,
Or was that you? Or was that Bill and Rob?
That was Bill and Rob. I wasn't there when
Did
you
either of
played
you
it.
guys, Lucci or Tim? Did either one of you guys actually beat PT? I mean, is there?
No,
I got
I
bored.
didn't.
I got bored.
I read.
I've beaten it several times.
What
now.
did you do? Like the perfect ending that you have the absurd crap that Kojima always does in his games,
I don't know.
where it's like you have to wait for the third phone call, take 2 steps forward, wait for the vibrate to happen 4 times, like hit B like exactly 3.6 seconds after it, or some shit like that. It's
No,
all
I-
like
I-
like a ridiculous checklist of really precise crap that you need to do in that game.
Seeing that game get played, I can kind of see that being a thing that
Yeah,
would
it's,
happen.
it's Kojima. He always does stuff like
Yeah.
that. Please plug your controller into the other port.
Hey, that's some brilliant stuff.
Oh yeah, it was.
Playing PT was worse than playing Myst.
I liked Myst.
I
So
really
those are
enjoyed
big
it,
words.
but again, I played it at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it just like it just built up tension. Like it was really good. I can't wait for Silent Hills, even
Silent
if it's
Hills?
nothing like that. I still can't wait.
I'm
for
assuming it's going to be like that because that was the demo for Silent Hill 4.
It was a playable teaser.
For Silent Hill 4.
Yeah, but I don't. I've seen
It
a lot
just
of things where
didn't
they
have
say
Norman
it
Reedus
has
in it.
nothing to do with like the actual gameplay. It's just you know.
why the
we
fuck
got
would you
together-
make it?
Well, because to show you like the type of things that they're going to do or they are doing.
So it's like the
for it.
gameplay.
It's to show off the visual style, like how detailed and PT looks fucking beautiful, and also like how Kiwajima and what's his name work together with like the story to
Just Guillermo del Toro?
yeah Del Toro, just to make the story fucked up and really intense.
Meh. Meh.
How long were you holding that in? I saw you just moving closer to the microphone as he was talking.
Yeah, there was a meh brewing throughout that entire conversation.
Well, that being the case, we can move on.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
So,
So Assassin's Creed came
continue.
out.
I have Unity on my list.
You do?
I do.
It does. Get the other one on it.
Rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
I was thinking about putting Rogue on my list.
Apparently, Rogue, the Assassin's Creed game that they didn't market and that no one knew about,
And last gen
that
only.
came out last week and was last gen only, is way better than Unity.
Yeah, you should probably take Unity off your wish list.
Because
No one's going to buy it.
the co-op stuff is still good.
No one's going to buy it for me.
But apparently,
You probably shouldn't buy it for yourself either.
Well, I wouldn't.
Apparently-
At this
but
point, I don't know if
apparently-
I'd spend money. I mean, I want to play it. I don't know if I'd spend money
but
on
apparently
it. at this point.
the single player in Rogue is just so much better than Unity. Because one, story-wise, it all ties back into Assassin's Creed 3, a little bit of Black Flag, and whatever that prequel to 3 was that came out for the PSP or some shit before that. All those characters eventually show up, and you start playing as an assassin who becomes a Templar, like a little bit after the start of the game, and you have to like deal with assassins chasing you through New York the entire time.
What
So it's just
time
complete-
period is this one? Is this one set during World War II?
No, it's just before
Or is it-
Assassin's Creed.
or
It's
is
just
it-
before the.
Or is it the next one that's coming out that's supposed to be?
No, that's
themed?
supposed to be DLC for Unity.
Is it?
Like some glitch in the Animus has you playing the one guy in the middle of World War II for no goddamn reason.
I kind of want to. I kind of like that concept.
What I want more than life itself is an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan. That would be amazing.
That would be really cool. Now, I wonder if you'd absolutely have to play as a ninja at that point. I mean, could you go samurai? But I mean, with the way the gameplay is, it's a lot of stealth and takedowns and whatnot. You would have to be a ninja.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
That's essentially what the assassins are.
yeah, true. No, absolutely true.
Like the Templars would be like the shogunate.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. Robbie, what's next on your list?
New hard drive for my MacBook Air. New hard drive for my MacBook Air.
Solid state.
1 terabyte, baby.
Oh, how much is that running for?
570.
It's actually not bad for
not
5
bad.
terabyte. For 1
Well,
terabyte.
you also got to remember this isn't like your standard. This is the flash memory ones. So it's a little card slot instead of the full drive.
Oh yeah. Oh, I might have to pick one of those up.
Worth it.
Lucci, what's next on your list?
More video games. I'm gonna finally pick up Shadow of Mordor.
On the 360.
So you mean Batman Middle Earth?
No, I'm gonna get it on PS4.
That's adorable.
Why do they even bother releasing it on last
I want
gen?
my Nemesis system to work.
There's one good reason to release it on last gen. People who want to play the game and are willing to throw money at them without having bought the current gen. And they're not going to.
Are they
going to
put them behind the
6 months a
paywall
year.
to get it to work right?
They did the same thing with the PS3 and PS2.
Yeah,
They still put stuff out for the two for what was it?
They did.
Almost 5 years.
No, they had like a 10.
Sony did. Microsoft didn't do shit for the
No,
original
yeah,
Xbox out of
no,
360.
Microsoft
launch.
didn't.
Sony will support
They-
with games for 3 years.
More.
After-
They just stopped doing PS2 games like a year and a half
No,
ago.
yeah, it was only like
It was a year before the PS4 came out.
yeah, it wasn't which put them on like something like a 10 or 11 year development cycle. For
Yeah.
it was ridiculously long.
Yeah, the official statement is that new console 7 years, full support for 10 years.
Yeah,
And then if people want to continue to develop after that, go for it.
Yeah.
and that might be where a lot of that was still coming out because I guess a lot of it was probably third party. I don't remember how many first parties were still coming out that long, but there was still
Not
stuff
many.
coming out 2-3 years ago
Yeah.
for the PS2.
It was such a good system.
Yeah, well, it is. Even with the PS3, I mean, the nice thing about PS3 is that the size, just the size of the library for PS3. Even Xbox 360, if you were to just buy one of the what is now the last gen systems, you would have such a library to start out with.
Oh, it's
it
absurd.
wouldn't even be funny. Add to that the Xbox 360 does have some inbuilt backwards compatibility no matter what system you buy. PS3, they engineered that out, and understandably because they were losing money hand over foot.
Yeah, the chipset was like
The chipset was like
50% more expensive.
It was, yeah, it was. They were selling them
Yeah.
for 600. They were worth closer to $1,000 to produce. Then they went to the software emulation in the 80s, and it was still wasn't. They were still losing money per system. Now,
And then the emulation would fry video cards.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know about that.
One buddy I went through 2 or 3 PS3s that had the backwards emulator on it, and it would just fry the video card.
Oh wow!
However, if you had one that hadn't burned out, you could probably. I know a friend of mine sold his for like $800.
Yeah.
They still sell for so much money.
Yeah, which is really
if you have one that works.
Which is really funny because like everyone I know that has one of the originals, they hold on to it like it's gold. And like, well, I might want to play a PS2 game. I have a PS2 Super Slim for exactly that reason. Do you know how often I can guarantee you 99% of the people that are like, well, I still might want to play a PS2 game. They don't.
No, they don't.
I still might want to play Final Fantasy VII.
Shut up. Oh, this is a different
Evil
podcast. We can start talking shit on 7 again.
I still keep mine for Evil Dead: Hail to the King.
Yeah, but you have a PS2 for that.
Yes.
And I have a PS2 for that. And the only time that I grab the PS2 is if I want to play like San Andreas.
or if your table's wobbly.
Or if my table's wobbly.
I'd pick one up.
And San Andreas just got released on.
Well, the PS2
Got
Slim.
re-released.
Yeah, no, it did. The PS2 Slim is still like $120-$130 brand new.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been holding its value.
PS1s are holding it too because they actually work as really good amplifiers.
Do they?
They work as they apparently are really good amps.
I still need to pick up a PS2 to complete my PlayStation fanboy collection, and I need to get Need for Speed Most Wanted, the good Most Wanted,
And
not the bad new
and
one.
the portrait of you just sucking off a PlayStation.
Yeah, well, I just have all the 4 PlayStations all around me, just jerking them off.
Oh man.
Electrical bukkake.
So we need to set up this photo shoot at some point.
What's the wattage?
Sparks will fly.
Who did I leave off with? Was it?
I think it was
Who
Lucci.
knows? I think it was Lucci.
If it was Lucci, I'm going next. Big shocker, Oculus Rift.
Oh, the Rift.
One of the dev kits. I mean, yeah, I'm not developing anything, but I don't, because there is stuff out for it.
That's
And,
like
and the current one, it's not the Crystal Cove, but whatever the newest one out is, the newest development
it was
kit.
that.
Are you getting your developer Google Glass to go with that?
No, because I don't have that kind of cash.
Yeah, because they're both going to be just as useless.
No.
Give it time.
No, what he's going to do
Great concept. Give it time.
No, here's the thing though. There is stuff out now, and the new one is currently high def res. There is stuff out that you can either convert over or play on the Oculus Rift, functioning right now. They've been out for there's games out for it for months.
What you should do for the Rift is that you should mount a dashboard camera in your car, and just when you go driving, just drive with the fucking Rift going off the dash cam.
from the trunk.
That's a good way to check the latency, or a bad way to check the latency, I guess.
Ride or die.
Honestly,
That is an accurate way to check the latency.
For what I know, most of what you'd use it for is hooked up to your PlayStation. You might as well just wait for more.
No. It wouldn't be PlayStation. It would be all PC stuff because there is stuff out for the PlayStation, for the PC rather, for the Oculus Rift. Now the thing with the new Oculus Rift is it's
Farmville.
It's HD. There are built-in headphones and built-in motion. I think it's either an accelerometer array or actual motion tracking.
Because everybody needs Candy Crush in HD.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
with actual 3-dimensional perspective.
Yeah. So you can just see King Games just like taking money out of your fucking pocket
Yep.
and using it to beat puppies to death.
Lynch, what's next up on your list? Anything?
Well, I did do a little research on the Titan. So
Okay.
the NVIDIA or the EVGA GeForce GTX Titan Z with 12 gigs of RAM of DDR5 RAM is $3,000
Sounds about right. So you're looking at $6,000 plus
just in card, just in video cards.
So you're looking at $6,000 worth of card plus the SLI bridge, which was what, like $50.
Something like that. But I have found that it is they need 700. Each one needs 700 watts.
So you need
At 42 amps.
So you're just gonna need a separate
But-
circuit breaker in your house to run the fucking thing.
But they can run off PCIe 2.
Set up your own solar panel array on the roof of your house just to power the computer.
Just to power the
See if
Titans.
you can get them subsidized.
He's gonna be running generators.
no. He's going to hook them up directly to like one of those bicycles.
Oh yeah.
The recumbent bikes or something.
Get a bunch of gerbils. Or hamster wheel 'em.
I don't want to know what you're going to. Never mind.
Well, the gerbils are for a completely different reason.
Robbie, what's next?
Next,
Yes, let's wash that taste out of our mouth. Robbie, what's
Aw.
next?
I need an original Xbox so I can pay $100 for a really old game.
Which game?
Conquer Live and Reloaded.
They don't have that emulated yet.
can't you just play that on Spark now?
I gotta
It's not.
check my emulator.
Spark needs to be out.
Spark is out.
Is it? Oh man, I guess I didn't hear any of that because it was great. I mean,
If I go with the emulators, I'm going for the original N64 uncensored, baby.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do
I
it.
forgot that was a thing.
EJ, what's next on your list?
I don't even know. Just like any games,
Okay,
anything whatsoever.
What? Okay,
It's all contingent on me getting a
Let's go with the
a PS4.
prerequisite of
Having a PS4.
it's coming with a current gen 6 system, or it's
Okay.
coming shortly after a
Okay.
current gen system. Let's just go with that.
I would go with Destiny, just so I can catch up to you bitches.
That'd be a good call.
Yeah, you'd have to catch up first.
It's not that hard.
It really isn't.
No, it's just time. It's time, and you have an abundance of that.
For now. For now.
Lucci, what's up next on yours?
Yeah, I still want to pick up Evil Within, but that about rounds out
That's
my
another
must-haves.
that's another one on my list. That one looks really good. That's if I remember correctly, is that Zombie or Survival?
It's something horror.
It's a horror survival.
It's horror
like
survival, right?
Yeah, reality type. A lot of lines of it looks a lot like Silent Hill type,
Okay,
cross-dimensional. F you over.
nice. Next on my list, and this should be a huge surprise. Halo 5 Guardians.
Meh.
Well,
You might as well just put that on your next year's holiday list.
Yeah,
That's next year.
that is next year's. That's not going to be out till. Well, they don't have a hard date for. It's just 2015 right now, right? They don't even.
For now.
Yeah, if I'm lucky.
Depends how the alpha and beta releases go.
Yeah, there was a game that you could. What game was it that if you bought, you got access to the beta, dude?
Halo.
Master Chief Collection.
Was it?
Yeah. The beta is on. It's not released yet, but you should have gotten a code with it.
No, I didn't because
And-
I did it bad and I bought it used from a certain store.
Piece of shit.
I know.
You fucked up. They probably bought it new just to get the code and then sold it back.
Well, and then I saved like $5.
It's not really savings. You should have just bought it new.
I probably should have.
Go sell it back and then buy it new.
So what? You can get a quarter of the price.
It's got to get that beta.
Anything else on your list?
Quarter of the price if he's
Not
lucky.
really. I do need to get a capture card at some point because I'm tired of trying to finagle a way to record my footage. Some sort of capture card. Not really a whole lot else.
No.
I'm not in dire want for anything
Yeah.
other than the absurd.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Well, when you're talking about $6,000 worth of video card, I don't want to know what kind of board or monitor you're talking about either.
I don't know. 4K. It'd have to be 4K.
38-inch curved OLED monitor.
It's a 70-inch,
Well,
70-inch 4K.
If I'm running dual Titan Z's, I'd have to go with the 70-inch 4K.
Why don't you buy a projector?
or 2.
Let's buy a whole fucking IMAX rig.
Just fucking jerry rig it so it gets into a Virtual Boy, and then duct tape the Virtual Boy to the top of your head.
Isn't that what the Oculus Rift is?
No,
Yeah, except it's not red lines. So you got to go with the red lines.
No, it would be Project Morpheus at that point.
Yeah, the Oculus Rift is just Facebook for your face.
Book face. What's next on your list, Robbie?
I need 2 Western Digital MyCloud 12 terabyte drives.
That's a lot of porn.
How much are those going for?
Not too bad. 700.
Jesus Christ!
Are those basically like 12 terabyte NAS
That's
systems?
exactly
Like,
what they are. 12 terabyte NAS systems, and I need 2 of them.
so you need 2. So you need 24.
Well, it supports a RAID configuration,
Oh, so okay,
would cut it down
would
to
be 12.
6.
Okay.
but I want to do it as a RAID 0, so I get the full 12 at it, and that's why I need 2 for my redundancy.
Right. Now that makes more sense.
Then I can replace my server.
So network access storage, basically.
lots of it.
That's a thing.
I need to get rid of my server. All 15 terabytes of it.
So when are they going to come out with petabyte drives for the consuber?
Yodabyte.
Within 5 years.
What's next on yours,
I had to
EJ?
guess.
Anything?
Actually, I want Second Son.
Infamous Second Son.
Yeah.
I've played it. I haven't got a chance to beat it.
Yeah.
I've played it. I haven't played the DLC yet, but I've enjoyed every second
Yeah.
of what I've been able to.
Dragon Age. Inquisition needs to happen.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Battlefield Hardline.
I know that's something we were talking about as
Yeah.
possibly as a Let's Play.
Yeah.
So
See how it goes. See how reviews are for it. If they manage to fix some of the crap from the beta.
the stuff I've seen so far is one of the reviewers was saying that they really liked the hardline police version of it.
Yeah.
The things they didn't like were the battlefield parts of it. Is
Yeah.
really what it came down to. They really liked being able to play as a cop. The whole issue they had was, I guess, with some of the battlefield gameplay tropes or something. I didn't get a chance to get all of that out of it, but I kind of got the gist of what he was talking
The
about.
random destroy building for absolutely no reason
Yeah,
other than
pretty
to
much.
destroy a building
Dude, sometimes you just got to stop someone stealing an armored car.
by dropping a 90-story building on them.
You have to be absolutely sure that you stop them.
And sometimes you just got to drop a 90-story building on
What
somebody.
better way than to Michael Bay it? Drop a
well,
fucking
there weren't
building
enough
on him.
explosions for it to be a Michael Bay.
That's right. They dropped. Yeah. We can fix that.
Fix it in post.
Fix it. Yeah. Just drop a bunch of C4 on the ground like that has no bearing on the building just to add explosions to it.
Please insert explosion sounds here.
Explosion.
Well, the last thing on my list that I'm going to bring up, because I've got like 3 pages worth of games and whatnot that most aren't coming out this year, so whatever. But the again for Euro Truck Simulator 2 is the
God damn it.
is the Track IR head tracking unit. Because that way, when you're driving with the $300 wheel, if you just look, you can actually see your mirror.
There is so much wrong with your fucking brain.
It's good.
I love that.
The answer to that is it was sold separately.
Yeah.
That you're going to
You
get
want-
for Euro Truck Driver Simulator.
You want like
Just buy a truck.
$600 or $800 worth of hardware
there are other
to play a game that you're realistically going to play for maybe a day and a half.
I've already played it for a day and a half, the least. It's a surprisingly good game.
So you'll give it another 10 minutes.
No, really a lot of that stuff is going to come up for a lot of the racing simulators and the racing games. that I play.
Simulators. That's awesome.
We should make a game called Simulator. Trademark.
Copyright.
Copyright that right now.
LLC.
Patented.
Send it to ourselves.
This is not how trademarks work. You don't just
Shut
say
up.
something and then
We
say
didn't ask for
trademark.
your stupid opinion.
It's not an opinion.
Grow some hair, stand in a phone book, and say that to my face.
We're the same height.
I forgot what you look like because you live 9,000 miles away.
Lucci, there's nothing else. There's nothing else on your list, right?
Halo. want Halo. I want to play Halo 2 again.
MS of the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I've got someone else to play that with then, because I already have it.
Well, no, you won't, unless they fix the matchmaking.
No,
No,
they did. They did like
they were fixing it
2
as of
days
like 2
after.
days ago. Yeah.
That's another thing. All these new games came out with, again, glitch to shit, just like serious features broken.
Well,
So far, the only one that I've heard of that hasn't been like broken out of the box is Inquisition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a new infrastructure, and we kind of already revisited this, or
Visited the first time.
we visited it the first time, so we probably don't need to go back to that.
No,
again.
but it's just a trend. Master Chief, most of those games are old enough to where you shouldn't have matchmaking
Yeah, but
issues. I get moving architecture, but Far Cry 4
it's Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 4 was
that's right, it was.
the online for that was bugged.
Yeah.
They fixed the online, but it's still I don't think it still plays right on the PS3.
Although you can call the new Smash Brothers a AAA because
that launched clean.
and that launched clean. Although it launched on Friday.
The new Smash Brothers is a first party anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's super solid.
One of the 4 good ones Nintendo has. I'm surprised there hasn't been a new Mario out.
Even with first party, they had the 3DS glitch on Smash Brothers where it was banning people for life.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh.
So
Well, that's what they get for releasing Smash on a handheld.
First.
Yeah, get out of here.
Or at
Oh,
least
that's right. It released for the 3D,
like
the
a
3DS,
month early.
the 3DS XL or the
3DS.
3DS,
3DS period.
and then it came out for the Wii U.
Yeah. Like a month in between, too. It was like October,
yeah, I
November.
saw-
There's
yeah, I saw
no
that.
reason for it. Unless they were using the 3DS release to fine-tune the... they were taking metrics from the 3DS Online to
The
fine-tune
3DS was the beta version.
Yeah, pretty much. The beta release.
But as far as like games that are coming out this year, there's nothing really else that I want.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot else coming out
Struggling
this
to
year
think.
either.
There's,
That's the thing.
There's that one... No Man's Sky. Is that this year? Is that 2015?
Oh, that I didn't see. I haven't seen a release date for that.
Yeah,
yet.
I haven't seen a release date. Oh,
Batman.
Batman.
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Oh, when is that supposed to come out?
Spring.
Yeah.
Like
so
March.
next year.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome.
Wait.
I need to
I'll
get
wait.
Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax.
You just made a bunch of things up.
I used it.
None of those are words.
Fake word.
It's an anime fighter. I need to get it, but I can only import it. And the official Japanese licensed game is $80 on PlayAsia, I believe, and the Chinese version is like $70. So I'll just pay the $10 more and get the actual license like the actual Japanese copy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Crackdown.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for Crackdown to come out. They're apparently not calling it Crackdown 3. They're just calling it Crackdown.
They're doing... Because they don't know how to name things. These franchises doing that are just starting to irritate the shit out of me.
That is happening a lot because Doom dropped Doom 4 and just went
Yeah.
with Doom and they're it's a reimagining.
The last
of
Mortal
first one.
Kombat game was just Mortal Kombat.
Right, Crackdown is coming out. That's really the third in the series. It's going back to the first.
I think the
original
new
name.
Star Fox coming out is just going to be Star Fox.
Yeah, that's going to get real confusing after a while, especially if you get someone like, for instance, if you're doing something like a wish list, trying to put that on your wish list. Oh, I want Star Fox. Next thing you know, some grandmother is like going into GameStop. I need Star Fox. What system? I don't know. What is it? Oh, the cartridge over there. That says Star Fox. Or they won't
Dude,
even
I would
ask.
take a cartridge.
They won't,
commercial.
well, yeah, but they won't even ask. They'll just, this must be it, right? And then they'll walk over. Like Crackdown, you're going to end up with the 2007 release. When
That's
the original,
more likely, yeah.
Yeah, well that's
No,
gonna
no one
happen.
sells...
Yes, they do.
Was Crackdown 360?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yes. So it is all, and believe me, it is all over the place.
Yeah, it is.
So same thing with Crackdown.
wants it.
And I want it.
Oh,
It was easily one of my favorite games on the Xbox 360. Easily one of my favorite games
I don't have a favorite game on the Xbox 360.
because you don't have a 360.
True story.
Well, you kind of do now.
Oh, my favorite
Kind of.
exclusive...
Kind of.
I have a game for the 360 now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you technically too.
I bought one whole game for the 360. I bought my third copy of Mass Effect 3.
Well, I brought this up before. I have a copy of Eternal Darkness, which was only out on the GameCube. I bought a GameCube for that game. That's the only game I have for the GameCube. That's it.
Not even Smash Brothers?
No,
Wind Waker? You don't like Zelda?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a Zelda fan.
Mario Sunshine was pretty top.
I don't have it. I have one game.
Resident Evil 4.
It's one of the better ones.
It's still the best one.
I couldn't play through it.
It's better than the Resident Evils that have come out since.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Because they came out like 5 and then 6.
Five was bad. 6 was terror bad.
It's the best of their over-the-shoulder versions that have been the.
I'm
trend.
waiting for them to re-release Resident Evil and just call it Resident Evil and just completely fuck the
Oh,
naming
it's going to
system.
happen. It's definitely
Within 5 years.
At this point, it's definitely.
They're just going to reboot the entire goddamn series because they've just fucked it to death.
One of the problems that they're having is, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. Publishers don't want they're really, really, really gun shy with taking on new IPs.
Yeah.
So that, and it makes sense where a lot of companies are just rehashing. This sold 80 billion copies in its lifetime. Let's just rehash this.
You know what I want on my wish list? An announcement for Alan Wake 2. Fuck American Nightmare. I want Alan Wake 2. It was so good.
I still have to play that.
Get your shit together. No, you still need to play the fucking Cybertron games I loaned you piece
I
of
was
shit.
waiting to see how long that took.
Which one? No, I'm thinking of Alone in the Dark. You said Alan Wake. I'm like, didn't that thing tank horrible? No, it was Alone in the Dark.
Alan Wake didn't do.
That didn't do well either.
I mean, the reviews were great because it's a fucking great game, but they didn't market it for
it's
dick.
It's the same thing with the Saboteur. Easily one of my favorite games on the PS3 from the last gen.
Yeah.
Was just dead tight platforming, a beautiful art style, and it was Insomniac's swan song. They just after that they closed up shop.
Yeah,
and it's such an awesome game. And it's got its glitches. I mean, it's polished but not quite finished. You know what I mean? But I guess it depends on how quickly Insomniac had to close before it came out. But it had no marketing, and half the people I talked to never even heard of it. The few people I talked to that have heard of it show interest. They go check it out, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is an amazing game."
You're the first person I've ever heard of that's had good things to say about that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Because the art style alone.
Well, the art style looked fantastic, but I heard it was just beautiful. Buggy as dicks.
It was. I didn't have a lot of bug issues. I really didn't have a lot of problems with it. Now maybe I was just, again, it is so pretty. I mean the way it's done in an art noir style, and it's during Paris during the Nazi occupation during the Second World War. So the whole it's this noir style where the only thing when you start out everything's black and white except for fire, the red in the armbands, and any light and like lights in the. And any lights in the windows. But as you reduce the amount of occupation, you help the resistance in separate locations in the city. Yeah. Color comes back into the world.
No, that's brilliant.
And it's like everywhere else it's dark and gloomy. You walk back in and it's sunny and everything's bright and vibrant. It's a really cool art style.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. But I heard the gameplay itself was just.
I really liked the gameplay. Yeah. I mean, I really liked it. Was the shooting was pretty okay. It wasn't the best shooting ever, but it was solid. It was solid shooting mechanic. The driving system was nice. I didn't have any problems with that. Any worse than you would think for having vehicles from the mid 1940s. Yeah, that was about the worst of it. Everything just drove like a boat, but it was supposed to drive like a boat. Yeah, if you were driving a tank, it was supposed to drive like a tank. I didn't have any real complaints with that game. I played through it. I 100% completed that game. I've got the platinum trophy for it. And I would still go back. Right now, I'm telling you, if I had the time tomorrow, I would delete that save game and I would start from scratch again.
You won't?
I know, I absolutely would. I would if I had the time. I have too many games to play right now.
Yeah, we do.
But I would absolutely, if I had the time to do it, I would absolutely, and I can guarantee you now, eventually I will. I will go back, delete that, and start over.
Not challenging your love for the game.
It's a really good game.
Jesus.
That's how we feel about Mirror's Edge. So.
Maybe I'll borrow it.
I bought that. They had it for sale on PlayStation Store for $260,
$299 or something like that.
Yeah, so something cheap. So I regretted trading that in, so I bought it. So I can't trade it anymore because it's digital.
On a side note, why didn't anybody tell me 2 years ago there was a Captain Planet movie?
There wasn't?
There was, according to IMDb.
I can guarantee you there wasn't. IMDb's a fucking liar.
Captain Planet 2012. Cast. Snaps.
Yeah, does it say released?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go try and find it.
There's a lot of stuff.
There
on
was
I-
a funnier dive video that came out in 2012.
The first one was great. The second and the third tanked.
There was a lot of stuff on there's a lot of stuff on IMDb that got listed on IMDb and never ever came
Like
out.
Boondock Saints 3.
And at that point, we're just
working on
about
that.
we are just about out of time.
Yeah, we are.
Join us next week when we talk about, I don't know, something game related. But in the meantime, I've been Shawn.
I'm Lynch.
Rob.
I'm EJ.
Mike.
Lucci,
Mike.
No,
Mike Lucci,
yeah.
whatever. Thank you for listening and keep on gaming.